the town is what I liked about it is you end up falling in love with this group of criminals, which is really rare because in general you don't want, like the traditional kind of movie style. So what do you think it is about Ben that he managed to turn it around so we end up relating more to these people?
I think it started with excellent source material. It's a wonderful novel, but it's a testament to the characters and the actors portraying them. Anytime you create a fully realized character that has a life, has something else going on, other than just servicing the story, then you tend to get invested in those. And whether it's Renner's character or Ben's character or Blake's character or Rebecca's character, these are fully realized individuals that you start to care about because you spend some time with them, and you realize they're flawed, and you realize that they have issues and issues that need to be addressed. The fact that they're bad people or do bad things sometimes is a hindrance sometimes to being sympathetic to them. But coming from where I come from and the show I work on, for the most part, we can certainly say that my character has done some bad things, and people still seem to be on his side. So. Sometimes that makes for a richer, more dramatic story. So
in defense of your character, who we don't really fall in love with in this, how do you kind of justify his because it is very focused. He ends up just like, I'm going to take these guys down. So what is it about a person like that, or did you talk to people that can
it's my guy is very clear on what he wants to do, which is stop the bad people from doing the bad things, and that's. That's all it is, and there is no sort of room in his moral universe for sympathy and sort of not leniency, but sort of justifying these behavior. What you did was break the law, so therefore you go to jail, and that's a very simple calculus. So I think it's testament to Ben's ability as a filmmaker, as a writer, as a director, that he takes my character, who's ostensibly the good guy, and makes him maybe not so rootable, and takes his character, who's ostensibly the bad guy, and by the end we find we're kind of on his side. It's an interesting sort of flip-flop.
Coming to Toronto, which this festival, I mean, you go watch it with an audience, and they freak out like pretty nicely. It's like almost watching a rock concert of sorts. So what was your reaction like last night?
The premiere was exciting. First of all, we saw it at a huge theater. And I had not seen the movie in front of an English-speaking audience before. We had screened it at Venice, which was thrilling in its own right. But it was exciting because you hope people are on board and they get it and they enjoy it. But it's an exciting film. I mean, there's definitely an action element to the film and love story to the film and a lot of other things, but you hope it all plays and you hope it all lands, and really the only way to find out about that is to see it with a big group of people, and it worked out pretty well last night.